So we've got a couple things here. One is my new tool belt. Check that out. Occidental leather, and it is a beautiful tool belt. Hasn't even been used yet. But wow, smell that leather. Whew. And I had to scavenger my belt off of my old tool belt. The old tool belt was just falling apart. I couldn't use it anymore, so use the belt off the old one. And this one has a holder for tape measure. So I am really thrilled about having that, having a nice new tool belt. And then I got some Amazon today. Yeah, look at that. 5-inch SDWS timber screws. And I'm going to be using those for putting together the beam. And then there's some 1.5 by number 9s. And then I have my material list for the sawmill shed. Sort of a make believe. I'm going to have to go over and see how many 2x6s I have. 8-foot 2x6s. I need 22 for the floor. So let's go over and see how many we have. Makeshift drying shed. There's some 2x6s that we've had sitting around here for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 16 of those. Plus there's one out there, so 17. So I don't need too many of those. I've got some, but here's my 2x12s that I'm going to use for that carrying beam. And there's some of my 6x6 posts. I guess I've got, what, 3 of those. So, gonna have to start milling. Yeah, that's definitely cutting a lot better than the old blade. I was having to push really pretty hard on that old blade. I probably went one cut too many, but this is doing a lot better. So let's see how it goes. Nice 1-inch board. Nice. And I don't feel any waves. No waves, but some pretty good sized knots here. That's going to be a heavy one. I hope I can handle it. Now there's the camera. I don't want to hit the camera. Just push this all the way out. How's that? Now, oh my gosh, look at that. Beautiful. So I think I'm gonna have to turn this up and get this into a cant. Well, without the chain hoist, this would have been impossible. So, pretty close. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the way it's done when you're 72 years old and you're all by yourself. That's how you churn something of this size up on the side. Believe me, I'm sweating here a little bit. Go ahead and set the laser up here and we're going to see how much you have to cut off of this thing. Make sure that's on the blade. It's right on the blade there. Generally what I do, I usually have my tape measure, but I don't have my tape measure. So I'll get something white. Okay, here's a piece of paper. Let's see what that. Okay, so there's the line there. I would say right now we're at about 18 inches. We'll go up to 3 inches and see what that looks like. I'll try that. Yeah, well, so we're in the bark on this side all the way down, but on the other side I think we're good. So let's try that. And since I've got the metal detector, let's, just to be safe, let's that's because I'm too close to the blade. Probably a good 2x6 out of the middle of this dang thing. chainsaw. Is that more manageable? Yeah, there's some lumber in that thing. That was dumb. Should have known better. Oh man, what an idiot. Okay, so now what do we do? I need a tape measure is what I need. Well, what do you think about that? Boy. Let's see what we got measurements here. So if we were to take 2.5 inches off of this side, we'd end up with a 18 by 18 cant. Whew, that's big. So now, when I zeroed out the DRO at the other end, I zeroed it out and then I cranked up one. So I went up 27/64 up. So if I go down one, see there, I end up at 0. So that should be that was our other cut. So if I go down another 1 5/8, there we go, 5/8. So see how that works. Okay, I'll let you know how my log stop deal works. I have the log stop set at 11. That one there is 11. And that one down there should be 11. I always keep that in mind Now watch this side here where I have the marks on there. So I'm at 15 inches now. So I could go down 4 inches and I'd start hitting those log stops. So if I want to go down 6 inches, I need to set those log stops down at least 2 inches lower than what they are now. That's how I keep from hitting the log stops, hopefully. So I'll go do that right now. Actually, I decided I'm going to go ahead and flip this thing over and take the bark off the top, or the bottom there, that'll be on the top. That'll make this thing a little bit lighter. Because if I go down 6 inches here, I'm going to have a 6-inch by 18-inch piece of lumber, and I'm not going to be able to move that. Well, it's a new day. This is what's left over from yesterday. It's Saturday and I've been out mowing, did all the mowing so far, and it's about 2:45. I think I'll go ahead and see what I can do here. So I've got 5, at least 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.5 by 18 slabs out there that I'm going to cut up into 2x6s, and I've got 3 1.5-inch ones, and then this is like about 1.25 inches. So I'm not sure what I'll do with that. That's a nice big piece of wood. So there's the pith. You can see the pith is right there. So I'm going to flip this thing up and I'm going to cut, probably cut some 2x6s and a 6x6 out of that. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so what I've decided is I'm going to go ahead and just make this into 3 6x6s. We'll go from there. But so now I'm at 0, and then what we want to do is that we're just going to go ahead and go down 6. Is that pretty close? 5 63/64. There we go. So we're minus 6. And to check that, I'm going to go ahead and check it. It's there. And you can check that if you want. That's right. Top of blade is at 6 inches. So that's 6 down from the old cut. And that's how I set my DRO. Wow, there's a little bit of stress in that tree. It's lifted up at both ends, a little bit of stress. Yeah, check that out. The pith is right in the middle of that. And that's funny that that one there had a little bit of spring in it. This one here should be pretty straight. Look at those little knots. Is that what you would call juvie wood, juvenile wood? That was the early wood in that tree when they're not so pretty small. Okay, so let's get some of these big ones up here and we'll cut them down to 2x6s. Those are not light. We've got 7 2x6s, cut in half, that's 14. 3 6x6 posts. Oh, meow! Oh, hi, kitty! Oh! What are you doing in here? Oh, what? Are you looking for your boyfriend? What? Where's your boyfriend at? Sneaky! Oh, that's the scariest cat on the internet. Scariest cat on YouTube. Meow! Meow! Yeah. She's scary, alright. Looks like we got a little bit of wave right here. We'll probably have to change that blade out after all this. And then we've got 4 more 18 inchers to cut into 2x6s. So I mean, we're gonna have plenty of 2x6s. There we go, it's a beautiful day. Rose Festival Saturday in Portland, Oregon. Glad I'm not down there. And so I'm gonna call it a day. It's about 4 o'clock. Did a lot of mowing this morning or earlier today. And then some sawing here, so I think we got enough lumber to get going on our sawmill shed, which is going right over there. So we got it started. You can see the skids already laying down there. So let's go get something cool to drink and maybe a snack, and we'll settle in for the night.